Everyone, class 8th, subject English, chapter 2nd, children at work, book It So Happen. In previous video we have done its first part, so in this video we are starting second part of the chapter. This chapter contains third parts. Okay, let's start with our chapter. This is the story about two children, Velu, 11 years old children, who is run away from his house because his father is a drunkard and he always beaten up by his father. So he ran away from his house. And when he ran away from his house, he get up on the train from Kanyakumari to Chennai, and in this journey when he reached at the station of Chennai, he met here with a child named Jaya. Jaya is also same age girl. He met her. Let's start with our second paragraph. Velu follows his friend through the crowded street to a big building. Behind the building, there is a big garbage bin. Velu wondered why they are there at all. This is the summary of the second part. Okay, in the second part, we read about these facts. Velu follows his friend through the crowd, and behind the building, they search a garbage bin, and Velu wonders why they are there at all. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. Spin means चक्कर आ जाना, मतलब नीचे भी दिया हमारा देखिए, गिविंग हिम ए हेडेक, मेकिंग हिम फील डिजी, मीन्स देयर all over all vehicles and the smoke and dust flew all over the surrounding. In this way, Velu feel dizzy. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. You can see in the picture also, Jaya dragged Velu to cross the road. Okay, they ran fast, and Jaya tell him, "What do you think you are doing? Grazing cow? If you stand around the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney." Chutney means here, this is not a eating food. This is here, let's see, according to the chapter here, run over or killed, crushed good ground into chutney. It means if you had an accident, then the vehicles had no mercy on you. मीन्स जैसे आपने देखा है बेटा, एक्सीडेंट होता है तो व्हीकल्स होते हैं, मशीनरी हैं, ब्रेकआउट नहीं लग पाता है कई बार, तो एक्सीडेंट इक्योर हो जाते हैं और उसकी वजह से जो ह्यूमन बीइंग है उनकी डेथ हो जाती है। और कई बार तो देखा है कि जो एक्सीडेंट होते इतने मेजर हो जाते हैं कि वो चटनी की तरह, मतलब हमारी जो बॉडी है उसको बहुत ज़्यादा इंजर्ड कर देते हैं। ओके, here was a signboard. Velu looked up at the pictures. Banyans, car tires, pants, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. It means in these lines we know about that Velu had not known about how to read English. It means he didn't know the language English, how to read. Okay. The girl turned into a white bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the distance, he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. See that big building with the wall around it? If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. In these lines, the girl turned onto a white bridge. They are walked up and they are going there towards their destiny. But Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. He saw that the city has very huge buildings, towers, and more roads. He did not see in his village these things, so he was very surprised to see these things. See that big building, and here Jaya pointed out a huge building and said that if you are not careful, you will be soon counting bars there. It means, he said, or he threatened Velu to saw or point out this building. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. It means वहाँ पर हमारा देखिए यहाँ पर तमिल साइन था वहाँ पर और उस पर क्या लिखा है सेंट्रल जेल. इट मीन्स यहाँ पर जो वेलू है उसको तमिल लैंग्वेज आती है. इट मीन्स ही रीड केयरफुली एंड ब्यूटिफुली तमिल. Why don't have to do anything, just don't get caught. That's all. If you have nothing to do, then they get you or they caught you in the jail. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. Velu was wondered why she told this building or show him this building when he had nothing to do anything wrong. And the girl heading down the bridge means he reached down the bridge and his sack on his shoulder. Velu surprised and wanted to ask that what he had in his sack. Already he had seen that he had putting plastic cups and garbage etc. into his sack. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, papers. And Velu putting a question to Jaya that what are you carrying in that bag? And the Jaya answered that things, bottles, papers. Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu's bare feet burned. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the foot? And Velu, he was not habitual walking on the tar means roads, because in summer season sun are blasted and everywhere is very hot, and the bare foot of Velu was very burnt because he is always walking on the mud road in his village, and he also soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with girl, but girl was very fast. And he asked Jaya, where is the food? After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Shri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam, read Velu slowly. A sign with letters made of flowers said, Groom J.V. Vinyagan, Bride Rani. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses taped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Almost half an hour they reached in front of a big building where there is a banquet, and in big letters there are written the name of the groom and bride. Velu stared on big cars parked outside the banquet, and Jaya picked out one rose from the decorated car and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hole and the people inside. And Velu was very excited. He asked Jaya, we are eating here. Hops, Shayad, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. She led him behind the hole. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile. Pile means ढेर, heap of the garbage, fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. Buzzed means sound created by flies. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Squashy means crushed, means थोड़ा जो पक्का हो जाता है, खराब सा हो जाता है, ठीक है. They reached at the end behind of the hole, and there they saw a big garbage over there and two goats already there standing on the pile and fighting for banana leaves. And Velu and Jaya also reached there, and the girl picked a banana and held it, means gave it to Velu. Here's your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Che, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here's some more. Catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. And here Jaya can't listen him what he said, and he threw a vada also, and Velu looked at it with distaste. It means Velu didn't want to eat these things because he said he only take untouched food. He was not ready to eat their leftovers. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I will find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You had better eat what you get until you have your own money. If you don't want to take it, then I didn't promise you that I purchase food to you. If you don't want to eat this, then take your money and purchase your food and eat that. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. Ab Velu is more hungry and he wanted to eat something more, but there is no food in the garbage, so the girl also found another banana, but she ate herself. Okay, it is too early. Hey, only eaten tiffin. Tiffin means यहाँ पर हमारा क्या होगा? Tiffin मतलब small things. As usual, we take snacks etc. Not even proper lunch or meal. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I'm going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. Here Jaya told Velu that if he wanted to eat something else, then he will be waiting here till they finish their lunch. But I have to work, so I'm going from here. She picked some bottles and threw it in her sack, and after that she walked off from there. Velu panicked. Panicked means very worried. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way round. He ran after her again. And Willow was very worried to listen that, and he realized that if he stayed here, when after that what did he do? Because in this city he didn't know anyone, so he decided that he follow this girl, and she seemed to know her way around, so he ran after her again. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name? Jaya. In these lines, we know about that Velu didn't know even the name of the girl, so in hurrying, he asked her name, and Jaya stopped and turned around and positions his. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name. You are following me without knowing my name. My name is Jaya. I am not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. And here Velu asked to Jaya that he also willing to come with her. Okay, and the Jaya welcome him. If you want, then you come with me at my home, because I'm going to home to get another one. Another one means another set, because this bag is full. Here is the second part of the chapter. I hope you understand.